Hey everyone, it is Friday, July 17th. I'm going to do the breakdown of the major Forex pairs, starting with the Australian USD. Please subscribe to the channel. Go to the link in the description below this video. And if you like my videos, please hit the like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get to breaking down these Forex pairs. So, Australian USD, a little bit choppy here. We want to see this 7,000 price get taken out. It did close above on the 15th on the Wednesday. When I made a video, to me it looked like we were going to go higher, and we did go higher. Then we pulled back yesterday, and here we are trying to rally back again. So let's see if this can break out. It did put in a lower high today. You can see got lower highs, but I still feel like this is due for that breakout. It could still break out. If we're looking at the 240, the 240 is looking like it's holding nice support. It's got good support at 69.74. We got support at 69.70. Let's see if it can break out and break out on Monday. I'm still going to be bullish on the Australian USD. Let's see what the futures are looking like, but the futures are probably going to look similar. Sometimes they look a little bit different. They actually look a little more bullish, but you can just see on Wednesday it pulled back below that 70 price. So clearly we're having some resistance at that price. But I like this going higher. Support is at 69.50. Let's see if this can. I'm gonna be bullish going into Monday on the Australian USD. Okay, on to the Euro USD. So the Euro USD still looking quite bullish. When I looked at this on Wednesday, I thought this was going to pull back just because we were overextended, and it was still showing that resistance at the most recent high, which was 1423. Actually, the exact high, yeah, 1423. And today we finally closed above that price, closing at 1425. I got to continue to be bullish on the Euro USD. Now, one thing to note, when you look at the weekly chart, it does have the look that we could be coming back. We could pull back because you can just see here these weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of green, and we're going to open somewhere around here. I could definitely see us coming back before we go higher, but you can't look at this and not be bullish. But I think we really could pull back early next week before we continue the uptrend. So look for that pullback. Let's see how the Euro futures are looking. All right, Euro futures looking bullish, closing above 14.5. But similar type scenario. It just, when you look at patterns and you got to visualize where price is going to open up. Same thing here. Price, where the moving average is. Price opens, there's a big gap between where price is and the moving average. So it had to pull back. Same in this scenario. We broke out here. For the week, it's going to open up. It gapped up. And look how far we were from the moving average. The moving average is way down here, and we're opening up here. It's not just going to keep going straight up. It's going to pull back majority of the time. Same scenario here. We're going to open somewhere, and there is a gap. So it's not a massive gap. It's not like here. This is even bigger here, but I see this coming back before it continues. I'm going to be bullish, but look for that pull back. Maybe it just pulls back around 14,270 and then turns around and continues the uptrend. Okay, pound USD. Pound USD is in this little range here between 26 and 25.20. It's just in this little range. You could say 25. as well, but 25.20 was the resistance. So we have that in. We held that yesterday exactly. We hit the low of 25.20 pulling up, showing that support, but we're just rangy. So it is a bullish candle. It definitely looks more like we could have a break to the upside next day. Need to hold 2500, 1.25. That's the support. Look for a breakout on the pound USD next day. If we look at the 240, you can see this trend line. We can see the support. We hit exactly 25.12 on two of these 240-minute candles, showing that support. Now we're also putting in lower highs. You can see those lower highs in place. So this needs to break out, something like that. Take out these recent highs. I'm all over the place here. Take out this resistance, 26.35. So that's the map. That's the map on the pound USD. We're looking for that break above this recent lower high. But I like this. I like this breaking out next day. Look for a breakout on the pound USD. Let's see what the futures are saying. Well, we're holding 25, 1.25. Similar type scenario. You can see that resistance. The high of last week was 26.74. The high of this week, 26.71. So we need to bust that resistance. The monthly does look like there's more upside. Yeah, I'm going to continue to be bullish on the pound USD. New Zealand USD. Yeah, so like the Australian, we were up on Wednesday, down on Thursday, and up today, but still not taking out the lower highs. Yeah, this definitely needs to take out that 6,600. I would say by Tuesday. Let's see if it can do that. Could be Monday. We need to continue to hold support at 6,500. And yeah, but we are choppy and rangy. We need to break out of this range and take out this 65.80 price. If we're in a real tight little range of 65.28 and 65.80. So you can just see how it's been in that range for a while. We need to take that out. It's going to break one way or the other. It's safest to wait for it to break one way or the other. I think it's going to go to the upside. So look for that breakout to the upside. The weekly, it does look more bullish because we came down, touched the moving average this week, pulled back up, and now let's see if we can open and break out something like that for next week. Let's see what the futures contract is looking like. Okay, so yeah, not much difference here, just in that same little range. Yeah, let's look for this to break out, break that 66 price, and continue this this bull move. Had this big bull move, hitting that wall at 66 on the 9th, pulling back, holding support at 65, pulling back up, stuck in this little range. Let's wait for this to break out of that range. All right, USD CAD, USD Canadian dollar, not much to report. Look at this tiny range today. Didn't really do much. Now, the USD CAD was looking quite bearish on Wednesday. We held support. We were looking really bearish actually on the 8th. And we held that support at 35, rebounded the next day on the 9th, had this little, not much of a rally, but a little bit of a rally. And then big collapse on the 15th. We still held support. And then we held that support and rallied yesterday. And then we get this little, whatever you want to call this today. It's one of the smallest ranges I've ever seen on this this pair. It's interesting. So the momentum, the most recent momentum is clearly bullish, but we're in this little range here. We're in this choppy range between 35 and 36, roughly 36, 34, 36, 30. And it's been in that range for a while, and we need to either break above that range, and then we'll see if we can take out this 37 resistance, or we're going to take out 35 and we're going to close and we're going to come down. So it's really a wait and see on the USD Canadian dollar at this point. You know, I look at the the monthly chart, and I see this big pullback, and I talked about the support on the monthly. It does look to me like we could have more upside on the USD Canadian dollar by looking at this. Same with the weekly chart. We got the parabolic after this week. It is below now. It's not a huge deal, but it is something. So we could maybe get that break next week. So a break above that resistance, then we take out 37, and this one goes on a move. But let's take a look at the Canadian dollar and see where it's at. Obviously, it's going to be the same. It's going to be rangy. Canadian dollar has the resistance at 74, and it's in this 73 to 74 range. So similar type scenario. It looked really quite bullish on the 15th as the USD CAD was looking quite bearish, but it just couldn't break out of this 74 resistance. Pulled back, tiny little range today. It's really a wait and see on this one. It really is. It's hard to look at this and pick a direction. I look at the 240, and it looks like it's setting up bearish. But when something's choppy like this, it could come down and then come back up. We really got to wait for it to break support or take out resistance, and that's what that's the plan on this one. Okay, lastly, USD yen. USD yen is just choppy as well. Look at this. It's down, it's up, red, down, up, down, red. Yeah, and we got support. We're holding support at 107. Holding support at 107, but we're kind of in this 107.50 range here. Obviously, it's red today and bearish today, so the momentum, at least for this day, is to the downside. But as long as it holds 107, this could easily just snap back, and we could be in this range for a while. So with this one, we're waiting for it to break above 107.50, and then it really needs to take out this strong resistance at 108. And if it takes 108 at 108, then that's where this could really start moving. And same with the downside. If it takes out 107, then we're going to test 106.5, and then we got 106 way down here. So we're just waiting. It's a wait and see. Let's take a look at the yen futures. Yeah, yen futures, just same type of deal. Momentum is more bullish. That's where it ended today. But yeah, it's a wait and see. We needed to break resistance, break support. It's a wait and see for the USD yen as well. All right, that's the breakdown for Friday, July 17th. Please subscribe to the channel. Go to LiteForex in the description below this video, and have yourself a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.